if you want to make your goal smart, say, I want to lose weight, for example, which is true for me. How can that be simple? Well, losing weight in itself is nice, but just losing weight in itself is not very precise, is it? For me, it needs to be fat that I lose. I would also like to gain a little bit of muscle. And the fat, I would like it to be to go from certain areas in my body. So for me, it's my tummy. I would like my tummy to be a bit more flat and my abs to shine through. That would be the ultimate goal. So if I go for losing weight, for example, a simple way would be to say, I want my belly fat to be a certain percentage. There's a way you can measure it. There's little pinchers you can get. And if you put the pincher on your love handles, it can tell you how much fat there is. So you can say, I want my belly to have this amount of fat. Next thing is measurable. Can you measure it? If you just say, oh, I want to lose weight, that's, half a kilo and I'm done, which half a kilo is not very much. I could skip lunch and that would be, half a kilo not ingested and I would be fine. But that's not what I want. So it needs to be really exact, measurable. So again, with the pinchers, I can measure how much fat there is on my belly. Next, it needs to be achievable. And is it achievable for me personally to lose fat on my belly? We'll find out. Sometimes you have to experiment with things. In the past, there's been less belly fat. So I would think it's possible, it's achievable for me to have less belly fat on my abs. Is it realistic for you? It's interesting to hear people talk about themselves and then their interactions with other people. For me personally, if I talk to someone about podcasting and certain goals I have in podcasting, there are people who say, oh, great, amazing. There are also people who say, not in a million years, which is fine, but what is it for you? Do you believe within yourself that you can achieve it? And then there's timed towards. So again, coming back to the belly fat example, if I were to say, oh, it's January now and my belly fat is, I don't even know, let's say 50% for want of a better percentage. Let's say it's 50% belly fat. And I will say by the 1st of April, it's 15. I don't know if that's possible. It seems like a lot. And then again, you need to leave a bit of mystery there as well. Setting goals is one thing, but there needs to be space for serendipity. I don't know how much serendipity there's going to be with belly fat, because I'm definitely not going to have a planned operation to have it cut away. But when it comes to finances, and if you are, for example, self-employed and you set goals for, I want a certain income over a certain amount of time, do you want that to be net income or do you want it to be general income, whatever people are paying you? And you can work it out. And then you need to leave some space for, there's one client who buys up your entire inventory, for example. Those things can happen. And if you plan too rigidly, you take away a bit of the magic that's possible.